Hello, this is exercise 13 in lesson 8. It's on the child tax credit and credit for the dependents. Me looking at a return for the Millers. So I've keyed in the Miller return. The Millers had a couple of W-2s and they have 2 children. And you can go through and you can see that there's David Miller and Cassidy Miller. And if you key in the information that's provided in the exercise, in exercise 13, then what we want to do is look at the results. And in the exercise, it tells us that the child tax credit portion for David is $2,000 and Cassidy is $500. Well, that's on Form 8812. Let's go look at that. And the way we look at that is to go to the View Print Return here on the tax return summary. And then we're going to print the return. Now again, this print is not printing it, it's just printing an image of it so that you can see it. And when it comes up, it shows us that there is an 8812 in here, qualifying children of the dependent credits. Bear with me while I scroll down to that form, 8812. What? And there it is. And on the 8812, you notice that David and Cassidy, David's is allowed $2,000 in the computation on lines 4 and 5. So under age 17 with required Social Security number, and there it is, $2,000. And Cassidy's allowed $500. Cassidy is over 16 years old. She gets it here, $500. So the $2,000 for David and the $500 for Cassidy is a total of $2,500 right there on line 8. But when you go to the bottom, it's only $2,053. How come? Well, this is a non-refundable credit. At least this part of it is non-refundable. And it's showing that 2053 must be what their taxable liability is, what their tax liability is. So let's go up and look and see what their tax is. 2053. That'll be on their tax return on line 16, and there it is, tax. And if we look over, sure enough, 2053 is with their tax liability. So the non-refundable credit is wiping out that 2350. Here's where it came in, child tax credit. 2350. You subtract them, and their total tax now is 0. But then something else happens that's interesting, and that is that down here, they received the additional child tax credit from Schedule 8812, and it was for $447, which they are receiving. That's part of this 1229 that comes in, which is included with the earned income credit. So if you add 2053 and the $447, that is $2,500. So for the 2 children, they in fact did get the entire child tax credit. 2,053 was applied to their tax to wipe it out, and the remaining $447 was provided to the Millers as a refundable credit that added to their refund, that bumped up their refund. And that's how the child tax credit works, and that's how you can see it and how it works within the return. So that's the end of exercise 13.